feel me? Like, I'm not worrying about nobody else because I know skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Like, nobody. Like, I feel like my skills is way better than, like, Floyd.
How's it going, everyone? I hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. So as we can see, Gervonta Davis had a recent interview and had obviously some choice words to say. The biggest for me saying that skill-wise, he is better than Floyd Mayweather was. Now, I think Tank is a little bit all over the place. I think Tank is someone that, I've said it from day one, is a tremendous fighter. He's an excellent fighter. He always has been. I remember when he came onto the scene, he looked like a mini Mike Tyson in there. He's got tremendous skills, and that's the thing with Tank. It's never been an issue with his skill set. So when I think Tank is talking about pure skills, sure, I think in terms of just that, he can compare with any fighter in boxing right now. But the problem with Tank is you can't mention a Floyd Mayweather and then, have this as a resume. Who have you fought to prove that you're on the level of a Floyd Mayweather? I've seen you previously mention Sugar Ray Leonard, regardless of the fact that Floyd Mayweather fought people at the right time, and he did. Floyd Mayweather, picked and chose his way, especially later on in his career. But you can look at the end of a fighter's career, you can look at the resume and you can see Manny Pacquiao. You can see Oscar De La Hoya. You can see Miguel Cotto. You can see Zab Judy. You can see name after name on Floyd Mayweather's resume. And with Gervonta Davis, you really can't do that. Gervonta Davis is a fighter that I personally like. But let's be real, that resume is just so thin. It's not a Hall of Fame resume, and he doesn't have any Hall of Fame fighters on his resume. Don't sit here and mention to me Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia has never won a world title. Ryan Garcia is a big name in boxing, but he's never won a world title. Hector Garcia, not a very good fighter. Gamboa fought him when, he was out of his prime. So as good as Gervonta Davis is, I just think that, I think he's just getting the wrong advice. I think he's got a lot of people around him, as you can see. He's doing interviews with Lil Yachty. He's doing an interview with this guy. Obviously, no disrespect to him, but they're casual boxing fans. They're not going to sit there and question your resume. They're just going to sit there and say how great you are and how you knock everyone out. But they're not going to sit there and say, hey, where is Teofimo Lopez on that resume? Where is Shakur Stevenson? Obviously, you mentioned the fact that, Shakur Stevenson has proven nothing. But Shakur Stevenson is a world champion in your weight class. That's one of the biggest fights in boxing. It'll make you, millions upon millions. And, I think that's a fight that you probably win by knockout. So if Shakur Stevenson has not proven anything, if Shakur Stevenson is not that good, go in the ring with him, knock him out, and then say, I told you so. I told you he's not that good. If he's that easy of a fight, you're obviously going to get massive credit if you beat him. Shakur Stevenson is an undefeated fighter. He's a young fighter. So, I just think Tank he's almost got the wrong people around him. And I think that when when people call him out, he just takes it so personally, and, he doesn't just look at it like, let me, show that I am the best guy. Obviously, he mentioned Teofimo Lopez as well, and basically said that Teofimo Lopez was disrespectful, and therefore he's not going to give Teofimo Lopez a fight. I mean, this is the same rhetoric that Canelo Alvarez is using with David Benavidez. It's just another way to say, it's a tricky fight and I don't want to fight him. But at least with the Canelo Alvarez, you can look at Floyd Mayweather on his resume when he's 23 years old. You can look at Canelo fighting the likes of a Miguel Cotto, Golovkin twice. He dared to be great against Dimitri Bivol. And that's really the issue with Tank. Tank has not one time in his entire career, at 30 years of age, Tank has never ever dared to be great. Not one time. Again, people will look at the Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan Garcia was 24 years old and he had never ever won a world title. And Ryan Garcia showed a lot of holes in his game. So, Tank is a much more experienced, a lot smarter fighter than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia was never going to win that fight. It was a big fight, but in my opinion, Ryan Garcia was never going to win it. So, as for Gervonta Davis's comments about comparing himself with Floyd Mayweather, absolutely not. I mean, Gervonta Davis is a big name in boxing. He's absolutely one of the faces of boxing. But you cannot look at that resume of Floyd Mayweather. You can't look at the legacy and then look at Tank's and compare it. There's two totally different things. So what I would like to see Gervonta Davis do, Keyshawn Davis fought last week. He's a world champion in your weight class. Shakur Stevenson is fighting this week, and then you fight the week after. After the Lamont Roach fight, we all know you're going to win that fight. You're going to win it by knockout. I think that it's time. You need to call out one of those two. They are both world champions in your weight class, and we need to start seeing you chase that greatness. If this is your last year in boxing, at least go out with a bang. And again, I like Gervonta Davis. I think he probably wins the Shakur Stevenson fight, probably by knockout. But we need to see him start getting in the ring with some of these top world-class and elite level guys.